All right. Need more belts. But once we get some more belts, we're gonna make more belts. Yeah, that. You definitely got some food. Get some coal. Let's get some copper ingots. All right, that's another 100 belts. Good. All right, I think we now have everything we need on the bus to make... Oh, no. I haven't actually hooked this up. Right, that'll do that. To make belts. For regular belts, we need tin plates. We got those. Copper rods. We got those. Copper gear wheels. We got those. And here we need them themselves. All right, so let's see what we can do about figuring out how to do belts. Because this is 3 ingredients, and normally we would put that onto 2 belts, but we cannot do that because we need it to be able to take in coal. So let's see. This is a pretty typical setup here. We're gonna do, let's give it some space. 1, 2, 3. Oh, are we out of assemblers? We are. We can go disassemble some part of the old base. That's fine. I just want to make sure we take the inserters off first. Let's take out this brass section. In fact, let's do this. Go robots. We should have picked everything. We're gonna take forever picking stuff. I think we're gonna dump our wood in there for now. No, because all these also had coal inside. Yeah, indeed. Alright, so this is going to produce belts. This will produce these guys, and this will produce these guys. Which means I can do that. But now we need some way to feed them 3 belts. 2 belts is easy because we can use long inserters. How do we do 3 belts? For 3 belts, we're going to have to do some undergrounds. So the first belt can come in like this. And that's going to be something. Like that. Then the second belt will come in like this. And that will use long inserters. Like so. And then the third belt will come in here. And we will again use long inserters, but like so. And we need an inserter. That should work. Now we want to output them onto 3 separate belts. So 1, 2. Oh no, we don't want them on belts at all. We want them in boxes. That's easier. We want them in boxes, like so. Yeah, I think that'll work. Now we need, each of these is a split belt, so we are going to, how do we want to do this? Let's see, we split off coal. We can split it again to go onto the second belt. Yeah, and then the third belt, we will need to it's a little ugly, but I think we have to do it something like that. So we need these guys. And this we want to come in. It can't come there. It's going to come in here. Let's go get more belts. You out of copper again? Yeesh. Well, that's almost 200 belts. Maybe that'll last us until we can commission this new belt making array. Yeah. Oh. This is ugly, but it'll... That's one. Second thing we need is rods. Sure, here. And we want them right here. No. We want them right here. And the last thing we want is gears. Gear, copper gear. And we want those right here, which is again going to be problematic. We're going to have to bring them over here somewhere. Yeah, right here. that's silly. We can just have this. The coal come in this way. And the gears come in this way. Alright, let's turn the coal on and see what happens. We should limit these boxes. Let's limit these to 1 stack each. Let's limit this to 3 stacks. We're getting belts. We're getting undergrounds. What's going on here? It's waiting for gears. Because I placed this too far apart. Well, that's, that can go there, though, and that can go there. There we go. I love bottleneck mod. Green dot means it's working, red dot means it's not working because it's not getting ingredients. What are you not getting? You're not getting belts, that's fine. And yellow dot means it's not working because the output is full. It's saturated. Nice. Where are my robots? Why are they? Oh, they're back there doing tree cutting. Alright. Fair enough. Alright. The fact that we're making belts here means we can decommission the old belt array and take its stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't do that. That should not be deleted. Yes, but I know I'm running away from you. I don't care. Keep up. Okay, that's disassembled. We're done with science for now, so we can disassemble this array. Okay. What do we want on here next? How are we doing? 53, 22, 22. Not bad. Not too shabby. Come on. That's a screw. All right. What else do we need from here? Tin gear wheels. Well, that's going to be just like copper gear wheels, except, you know, with tin. Tin gear wheels. There's coal. And we need tin ingots. Ah, stop that. Else? No, this is the output build. What am I doing? That's not right at all. Why are you not working? Because I gave you ingots instead of bits. Because I'm an idiot. Let's drain this out. This should go down. Should go down. That's plates. Okay. Yep. I'm not seeing dropped frames, and I'm not seeing encoder errors, so hopefully we're in good shape. Oh wow, mine's inventory is certainly full. Alright, wood. We're gonna want wood on the bus eventually. And in fact, since there's only 3 primary tin things, let's make this 4th one here wood. We're just gonna say that. And since we don't have a way to make wood yet, we're going to do this. Not on that side. I can't make loaders, can I? I can. Ooh. Make a loader. So if you've not used loaders before, loaders are really neat. This is a loader. And you put it against a box or other item within inventory on one side and a belt on the other, and it just takes the stuff out. You can also use a loader to put stuff in. And it goes at the same speed as a belt, so it'll feed this stuff out as fast as we can get it. The only issue with loaders, or if you want to consider it an issue, is if you're using a loader to feed into a machine, specifically, not a box, it will completely fill that machine, whereas whereas an inserter slate will only put in, up to 2, usually for, I think it puts it enough for 2 full craft cycles. A loader will put in a full stack. It'll just dump, 200 or whatever ingredients into the machine at once, and that may be fine, just, be aware. We can also do things like this. 1, 2. We make 2 more loaders. And dump the rest of them here. You can put 1 outbound, and you can reverse them. That now it's inbound, now it's outbound. And if you put it adjacent to a belt, it figures it out. And now we have 2 boxes worth of wood on the nifty. All right, so the things that I would really like to automate as soon as we possibly can is copper assemblers. which means first we need inserters. Inserters are good. Inserters require tin plates we've got, tin rods we've got. We need burner motors. We also need large copper chassis, which require copper rivets and copper capped beams. All right, so let's work on a few more basic things. We need rivets and tubes and beams. All of these are single input recipes, so we can use kind of this setup. So this can be, let's say, wooden beams, which means we need, so I'm going to make myself a helper stick, what I call it. We make a blueprint of this by using shift copy and turn off the belts. We have an instantly correct one of these, except it's got a point in the right direction. So first these. Nope, that one was correct. And there we have let's make one of these for trees, rocks only. And the others are plain. Nope. The two. Plain. Okay, so one and then across. Need more belts, not surprisingly. And my idea is that eventually we'll hook up wood somehow to that once we have automatic wood figured out. Need to bring all this across. So we've got that, we've got that, we've got that. Copper tubes. Next. Copper tube requires copper plate on belt. Guys, I need you to do this one specifically. Where's my helper stick? This. And we need No, we don't actually need that. Seriously? Alright, I think at this point we can take apart most of this coal mess. I see no reason to continue to do it. Which means we can also steal some belts back. And I'm doing this manually because I'm just going to be faster than the bots on a simple straight run like this. And hey, there's our mono wheel. Let's take that back over to the new bus. Hey. Thank you, robots. Not the fact that they make ticking noises when they run. They're clockwork bots. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. Clear some more forest. What's going on here? How are you out of fuel? Fuel right there. Oh, that should be that. And I suppose the next thing we should do is the copper capped beams, which require copper plate, wooden beams, and copper rivet. That's 3 things. So I think we can use our recipe from before. This structure, this unholy mess. Except of course we're gonna go out to a belt rather than boxes. So this can go right here. And this is going to be copper capped beams. Oh, robots, build the thing. More belts. Always need more belts. Sorry about that. That was my phone again, but I am seeing that it is 7:02, which means that we've been doing this for an hour, and I think it's time for me to take a break for a couple of minutes. So I'm going to do just that. I'd leave this running, but I don't know where the biters are. And how's our pollution? Our pollution is spreading well beyond the limits of our map, and that has me concerned, because somewhere out there are biters. This is not a map without biters. I've turned the biters down in intensity a bit, but there are biters. So I am going to put on the music and set a timer. Let's see. I am gonna do this. Five minutes? Yeah, let's do 5 minutes. And I will be right back.